So Dylan Scott joins us. Before we start, or we just did start, I got to ask you about Lee Bryce. What do you think of Toes in that song? Toeses. You heard his song, Toeses?
Kiss you from your head to your toeses.
Do you think that's good or bad?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Thank you.
I mean, toes, though, like.
You wouldn't kiss a toe.
I'm not kissing toes.
If your wife, if that was her thing, she said, I get very excited. Kiss my toes, please.
Well, for her, I'd do it. But
congratulations.
I wouldn't want to do it, but she's smoking hot, and so yeah, you know.
I don't know how you were able to get a woman like that.
To toes.
See, look, I got to send this to Lee Bryce. Lee and I had a blast interviewing him because everyone's asking about the Toes' line, right. So I thought I would ask about it to somebody who isn't Lee but is on his label.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you, which you probably have been asked 1,000 times, is you wrote this song, New Truck. And then Tim McGraw does this other song, which has a very similar vibe, similar lyrics. And I remember that they saying, oh, it's terrible that there's this other song. And not you, but you guys, there's this other song. But isn't it great that they both did great? And they both had their own life. And nobody cared that they were similar in meaning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still tore up a little bit over the fact that I called Tim McGraw out on social media. I said, Tim, you've got a truck for sale for $7,500 OBO, and I need a new one. Will you take $6,000 for it? And the guy never got back to me, you know, which is horse crap, you know. So I don't know, man. I got beef with Tim now, but it is crazy, dude. Like, we came out with a song the same time. And it's kind of really the same song, except mine's up tempo and his is a little slower. And then, yeah, they kind of peaked at the same time too.
Yeah,
like,
right.
He went number one like a week or two before I went number one. So it's kind of incredible that two songs could do that, but we did it.
The only thing that would have been better is if you were fighting for a number one.
Yeah, well, my song was better, no doubt.
Your song was better. I mean, your song was way better. I mean, Tim McGraw, what's he asking anybody for anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to sell stuff on the internet, does he?
No. I do, for sure.
Well, let's talk about this new song, Can't Have Mine, Find You a Girl. It's such a great song, and it's essentially you're telling everybody, hey, go find yourself a girl, but you better
find you one like this. You just can't have mine.
You can't have yours. So it's essentially kind of like another song about your wife.
Another song, man. I'm kind of putting myself in this love song corner over here. My next single will not be a love song, but you know, this song was. I didn't write this thinking, oh, it's the greatest song in the world, and I didn't honestly think it'd be my next single. But I went to TikTok and played a little bit of it, and it blew up. And literally 2 weeks after going to TikTok, there was people at my show screaming it like it was a number one song, screaming it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so this song right now, we're not even top 40 yet, and I'll be gold next week. There's already, like, the streams on this song is just as much as New Truck, which is my last number one song. So it's just evident that the fans wanted it, and so we had to put it out, and I do love the song. I'm excited about it.
You have always had a secondary audience, not a secondary audience, but like a streaming audience. Before that, you had a download audience.
Right.
There have been always people interested in you way before your radio success, and you still have that. So we talk about all these other people coming into the format now who are streaming people. Are they gonna turn the corner and also go mainstream on radio? You kind of were one of the early guys that did that. That had that following. Good. Were you aware of that when it was happening?
Not really, man. I don't get caught up in the stats. You know, I just kind of do me, and that's just kind of it. I just work. You know, I got to go out and work. I got to play shows. You know, and so that's the way I look at it. It's like, hey, we're gonna go out, we're gonna work. And somebody was asking about social media earlier. It's like, man, you're so good at social media. Like, I really don't feel like I'm that great at social media. I realized early on that social media is really important. And I wanted to have fun with it and just be real and organic and not try to plan things around what's going on. So I just keep it real, dude. My whole life is just you see what you get. You get what you see.
I've never asked you this. Are you an LSU fan?
Go Tigers, baby.
So this was a big weekend for you.
I watched it. Check this out. I played in Little Rock, Arkansas to a sold-out crowd this weekend. I get to the piano portion of my set where I sit down and play some songs. A fan handed me their cell phone so I could put it on my piano and watch the game.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm playing as they win the game in overtime, and I lost it. It was awesome. It was great.
So
now, I'm not a diehard, know everybody on the team kind of football fan, but I do love football, and I pull for my Tigers.
So if they had lost, or if they had gone for 2 and then lost, and you were in the middle of that, what would have the reaction been? Would you have stopped playing?
Yeah, I would have stopped playing, and I mean, I wouldn't have cried or anything, you know. I probably would have kissed you from your head to your toes. But I mean,
this is the man.
You know,
combining it all. Start to finish.
Bring it back. No, I mean, look, it had been sad, but the show must go on.